Hello, Slopers. Brian Johnson with thestockmentor.com. Great posts. God, I love this place. Tim, congratulations. One of the, well, probably the only other blog I actually visit. When I've been really busy setting up a new site of my own, and so I haven't had a lot of time to do extracurricular stuff with baseball and everything else going on this summer. But Tim, just great job. Love the posts that are done here, and thought I would put in my 2 cents since it's been quite a while. And this is really what we're watching, guys. I don't even know. This looks like such a clean. If you're an Elliott Wave person, if you're not an Elliott Wave person, please excuse what I'm about to say. It'll be kind of Greek to you, but for you EW people that even understand the basics, this looks like a very clean 1, 2, 3, working on a 4 before a 5 to the upside here in the Dow. I'm really struggling with how it just, I don't know. Be very surprised if we drop from here. Very possible that we will. Tell you the levels I'm watching, though, guys. You can see the line we're watching here. More aggressive traders, you might want to look for a trade up over 10,500 tomorrow. A more conservative traders, above 10,600, I think, makes for a very decent long in the markets if you're a Dow person. And otherwise, to the short side, I really like this 10,350-ish area down here. It is a little bit more on the aggressive side, maybe 10,300 for those more conservative. But down here, I think would make also a very good short if and when we get down into that area. But I'm just loving this little 1, 2, 3. I love this price action on the pullback here. So pretty. So look for it up over 10,500. More aggressive traders to the long side over 10,600. If we take a look at the daily, you can see that we broke this little line here. Move up, hit the line, pull back, break it, now coming back. We've had a couple of attempts at the end of last week to maybe try and get below this 200, but you'll see that the bulls have pulled it up each and every time. If the bears try a couple more times, or even one more time to get back below here, I think they may win this next time. But until that happens, this upper line of support is holding beautifully for the market right now, giving us a nice bull pullback here. That's why I'm still looking at the 10,500 and ultimately over 10,600. As you guys can see why. Anything beyond that point, it's anybody's guess. However, possible we see 10,900 before this whole moves over. It's a little bit extended. Not so sure, we might not end up a little bit short of that area, but certainly good for trades, especially if you are day trading. From a swing trader's perspective, that is swing trading as in going to hold for longer than a day or 2 days or a week or so. You'll definitely want to be setting pretty tight stops as we move from day to day. We are entering a brand new month of trading here. That does not mean things have to go crazy on the first day of trading, but with the consolidation we saw like most of last week, in all honesty, something's coiling up for a pretty big move here. We just want to be ready for it. NASDAQ on a 60-minute, you're watching this blue line here for breaks. I think that gives you good opportunities to the short side. I ultimately like this right below the 200 here on the 60-minute. Down around 1825 for you more conservative traders on the short side of things. Above 1900 for the more conservative traders to the long side. Above 1880 for the more aggressive. If you want to try to squeeze 10, 20 points out of that thing before we get up here, it's not a bad trade. From a daily perspective, same blue line as we're seeing on the 60 is drawn in right here. Looks very nice so far, setting up in a pretty nice channel. Could be somewhat of a rising wedge there. That's what we're seeing on most of the other indices. And the rising wedge is, of course, bearish. But what we're seeing here is it's holding support. And you can see the moving averages rolling in down through here. A push down below about like I said, that 1830-ish mark, I think makes for a very decent place to get short if and when we get back there. Otherwise, above 1880 and or 1900 for the more conservative traders. Keeping in mind that it won't be too long, 1915-ish, 1920-ish, before you're going to hit this overhead area. That is on the NDX, not the CompQ. Keep that in mind. SPX on a 60-minute. There's the slant we're watching right here. Look at this consolidation being put in. More conservative traders, I really like a trade back below 1080-ish. I think is the better place to look to get short here. 1090 for the more aggressive, and then above here, I have kind of a no-fly zone I'm watching, and that would be from about 1110, 1115ish to about 1125ish. It's kind of my no-fly zone. I think I can get a little bit rough in that area, but up and above 1125 could open things up to a little more bullishness in the markets. It's these overhead trend lines I'm most cautious about if and when we get back over it. We've got the 200 to beat, we've got 1120 to beat, we've got work to do, and that's why I'm saying, for me, between 1110 and 1125, kind of that no-fly zone for me. Be very cautious in and through that area. If you're a very nimble day trader, you should be fine, but if you're looking for, swing, want to get into a swing trade, just be really cautious. Once we get back below these moving averages, I think it's pretty safe to start looking for a short, and that would be down right or below the 10, let's call it below 1078. I think that's a good place to get short. From a weekly, I want to show you a couple things. Okay, talking Elliott wave here. My primary count actually still has us going down. Down, doobie-doo, down, down. And we're just, I think that, and I showed this to you on the Dow at the beginning. We have that 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're about to finish a 5 up, and then I think we roll over and maybe start another turn to the downside. How low we go is anybody's guess, but here is an alternative count. This is based on the SPX weekly, all right? And I do like this count as well. It is my alternative count. It's not near as pretty as I would like it to be. But if we start back here in March, I could maybe make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of this. And I'm sure this has been discussed in some other blogs. With a potential A, B, C to the downside. Maybe this is some sort of an ugly, I have no idea, coming back to visit this blue line. This particular chart is done on a log. Is it log? Non-log. I think this is the non-log chart. So if you want to try to match up these lines, you got to do your chart non-log to get these. I like that we're holding the 20-week moving average. As I said before, my direction is still bearish in the longer term. My primary count still has us going lower. However, always have to have the alternative count, and I do like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to here, maybe some sort of an ABC back to here with the move back to the upside. If we take a look at the next chart, this is the log one, and you can see how this plays out just ever so slightly with this upper trend line, still giving you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with potentially ABC that maybe has ended. I don't know. So we're waiting for more major breaks of these upper levels, especially above 1150 in the SPX. I think could be game on for the bulls for a little while here. So I'll certainly be watching those levels very closely if and when we get back up there. But I think we are maybe finishing up a little 5-wave to the upside, then maybe roll over and start to head back down. However, this is a great alternative count if you guys don't already have one in your charts. I like it. I like it a lot. So keep this one in mind. As we hit the blue line, have already touched it. Maybe we've made the A, B, C. Yes, I know C doesn't equal A and everything in this thing, and I'm not, the professional Elliottician by any means. But in my amateur viewpoint, this is a good, strong alternative count based on the weekly chart of the SPX. Okay, guys, that's my take on it. That's just what I think. And we'll see how it all plays out. Coming into tomorrow, that is Monday, first day of August, I am still neutral to bullish right in through here. I just gotta be. Dang, that's pretty, isn't it? Look at that little pullback. Oh, it just wants to go higher. It's begging. So watch for these breaks above 10,500, 10,600 on the Dow and all the other levels I talked about. And we'll see you guys hopefully again very soon now that we're nearing the end of all the other work I've been working on. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.